What's going on, everyone? It's Rock from Rock Shop, and I'm going to show you some stuff that sold this weekend. Alright, let's get into the video. I'm going to show you all of the things that sold this weekend, starting with this Disney Scene It DVD game. Now, a lot of these don't go for much. This one, not too bad. It was actually new. I found it at the bins, the Goodwill bins. For people who don't know, I'm a reseller. I go to thrift stores, yard sales, estate sales, and I find things that I can sell, and turn over for a profit and sell on eBay, Amazon, Facebook Market, anything like that. I work a full-time job. I'm also a forklift operator in a warehouse that I've been doing kind of on and off for about 20 years. So let's get right into it. That is not a bad flip for something that I probably only paid $1 for. It's under £1, so probably like 75 cents. So $26 ain't bad. Most of them are selling for about close to $30, but I believe I took an offer for $22. So not too bad for a buck. And it was, like I said, it was first class, so it didn't cost much to ship it. And this I found at the bins too. It had a little bit of collar stain. I'm only really picking these up unless they're slim fit non-iron, which is, or of course, golden fleece or black fleece or whatever the heck they are. But here's what the tag looks like for the slim fit non-iron. Same thing. I believe the 4.5 is the sleeve size, so it would be a 34-35. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not positive, so don't quote me on that. But not a bad flip. For something that weighs about 8 ounces, I got 18 bucks. Not bad. And I do run sales, do run your promotions if you can. I just kind of mark things down like 25%. Sometimes I do 30, but I seem to have been doing pretty well with like between 25 and 30%. Now you can mark your items up. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in the game. But this is cashmere. I always pick cashmere up. That picture is terrible. It's amazing it even sold. I wish I had a better shirt to put underneath. I really don't know about that one, but I got at the bins. It was probably like 5 ounces, so I mean I paid 50 cents for something, and I got cashmere. Is easy to find because it's very soft, and you can feel right away if it's cashmere. Don't be fooled. Sometimes it's like a polyester mix and it's not cashmere. But Garnet Hill, decent brand. Now with cashmere you want to find like Polo and Ralph Lauren, things like that. They'll sell for way much, way more. Anytime you see a remote, pick it up. I mean, I got this at the bins too. Anytime I see remotes, I always grab them if they're like under $1. Still drinking water. Been on my water diet. Soda was killing me, so I had to stop that. But anyway, I took an offer. I believe I had it listed for like $15. I always mark everything up because I know that I'm going to get lowballed and talked down. That's why I've been going to the bins, because then, I've heard other people say it. You don't take it, as personal when you pick something up and someone really lowballs you. But I just want to sell things and get rid of them. That's my main priority, my main focus. And I picked these up at the bins a really long time ago. I got gray ones, and then I got these floral pattern. It's like a little sunflower. But these are contact lenses. I have my daughter test them, but I believe she tested one of the gray ones, and she might have got a bad one. She did say that they were leaking. I think if you don't pack them right, I think that maybe they might leak. I'm not sure, but not bad. I seen them. There was tons of them in a bin, and I just took all of them. And I mean, we're talking like probably a couple hundred of them. So I've been selling them constantly, over the past couple years. I still have a drawer full, so I believe I definitely made my money back off of them, and they'll probably continue to sell, which is like every couple months I I sell them in lots of 5. I probably should make another lot just to give me a better chance of selling them. Make like a lot of 10 or a lot of 20 just to kind of get rid of them. But they're light. They're not taking up. They're only taking up one drawer right behind me. So, you know, it's not that big of a deal. These are cycling shoes. Anytime you find cycling shoes, look them up. I mean, these were stained like pretty bad. I don't know if there was something spilled on them, but I did clean them with soap and water and got the stickiness out of them, but they were still stained. But I still got a pretty decent amount. I would imagine that they are probably pretty expensive new. Let me see if I can get a better picture. I'll show you the bottoms of them. See, they hook onto the pedals on people that you know, ride bikes, and all that stuff. Here's another brand that I just discovered. It's called Birkenstock Papilio. It sounds Italian, but I don't think it's Italian. I think it's like German, or let me see if we can get another, because the size is European. Original, I forget. I think they're German or something like that. But anyway, pretty good brand. They sold really fast in like probably less than a week, about a week. I actually picked these up last week, I think, and I just listed them and they sold in like a couple days. So that's a pretty good brand. I took an offer. I think I listed them. Actually, I listed them for $30 and they weren't on sale and they just sold. And they shipped. They were under £1. I just wrapped them in wrap. As long as you ship something and it's safe and you know it's going to be okay. Like, I don't think that these are going to get broken, or so I just kind of wrapped them in bubble wrap and put them in an eBay envelope, you know, a poly mailer, and they shipped under £1. So I mean, not a bad flip. $3. Our shoes are $3 at the bins, just to let you know. Lands' End is actually a brand that people sleep on. I've heard it a million times. I've heard other people talk about it. People sleep on Lands' End. It's a very good brand. It does sell. This was even worn out, extra large, but this was a down jacket. Anything that's a goose down, you have a pretty good chance of selling in the winter because it's very warm. They did pay for the shipping. I knew that I was going to get hit with shipping, so I charged shipping. I do free shipping on most of my items. Anything that I know that is not going to fit into a poly mailer or anything like that, I'm taking the chance of spending too much to ship it in a flat rate, in a regional rate A, which is usually what I ship them in. And it's usually around anywhere between $8 to $10, $11, you know, depending on the weight or depending on how far it's going. These I got at the bins too. This is the Lion Chronicles of Narnia, the Lion and the Witch and the Wardrobe and all that crap. I looked at all the discs. I got these at the bins, so I made sure that none of them were scratched. I will not pick up CDs, games, DVDs, anything if it's scratched, because it just shows bad character to sell things like that. I mean, I've sold video games before in lots that were scratched because I know someone's going to buy them and probably resurface them. It's not a bad flip. I believe I took an offer for like $24 on these. I don't think they were on sale. They should have sold for around $30, so I got just about, plus they're medium mail, so not too bad. I picked these up at the bins. I got tons of 8-tracks. Whenever the cover looks really good and they look like they're in really good condition, I know that they're probably going to function properly. It's better to test them. I do not have an 8-track player, so just put in the listing, you know, not tested, or get an 8-track player if you can find a cheap one. They have small portable ones and you can test them. 8-tracks do very well if you can find the right ones. I did sell The Clash, which is like an older punk rock band, grunge, whatever you want to call it, like the Sex Pistol type group, I do believe. and I think I got $40 for it. They were selling anywhere between $40 and $60 for one 8-track that I found at the bins. Not bad. It's going to sell cheap. Glasses, people will buy glasses. They will buy them for the frames. So if you find the right ones, I usually pick them up whenever I see them if they're in really good shape because I know they're going to sell. Some of them don't. A lot of the higher end brands do. What were the last ones? They were Michael Kors. I got a decent amount for them. So anytime you find glasses, pick them up. Do a little bit of research on them first and see what the frames are actually selling for. And you can list them. Actually, there's a category for frames. And I didn't get a whole lot for these, but they were sitting for a long time. I actually picked a whole bag of glasses up and didn't research any of them, and I just bought the whole bag. So I'm sure I made my money off of that bag of glasses, and there was one good pair in there that were actually worth a decent amount. This I picked up at the Goodwill, or no, I think I got this at the Community Aid. This is a vintage Woolrich. That's called a Madra plaid. It's the old school Woolrich, and it is made in USA, I think. I think this was a made in USA. Let me see. Did I miss it? Medium, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, right here. Made in USA. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. But I thought it was dope. I paid $5 for it. Eventually sold. It did have a rip. There was a small, see, tailored in the USA. There was a small rip on the inside of one of the sleeves, which isn't a big deal. It's not probably not a very expensive mend. You can take it right to your tailor. But not too bad. I thought it was pretty dope. That's why I picked it up. Like that tie, don't you? Yeah. I think I'm using a blue shirt for my background now. Anyway, that's all I have for you right now. I just wanted to show you what sold for the weekend. If you like this type of content, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, or if you didn't like it, I guess you could always thumbs down, but you don't want to do that. You just want a thumbs up.